Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers, cheers, cheers. Oh shit! Cheers, cheers.
All right. So what are we here for? What are we about?
Well, first of all, welcome everyone to our podcast. We've been talking about this for a while. Like we do this for like we were checking if we're gonna do this for a long time now.
Yeah.
We finally got to it, diba? So first off, I'm Santi. That you're
I'm Paul.
Paul. Yeah, he didn't know his name was
From
Paul. So yeah, I had to tell him his name was
No,
Paul.
I was too entranced just watching Santi speak.
So forgive us if we're still new to this. I mean, Paul's been doing this for a while already without me. He left me for some other people, so I had to beg him to do this. So please thank him for me in the comments.
Because it's taking time away from my OnlyFans.
Okay, so first off, just to introduce ourselves to you guys. I'm Santi Di Makulangan. Um,
So
I
we're dropping surnames.
yeah. Oh no,
We're actually
well,
saying
you cut
surnames.
that, cut that. So yeah, I've been friends with Paul for like a couple of years already. I met him through my wife. They used to work in Lazada together. Please cut that entire segment, guys.
Anyway, so I'm Paul. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah.
Not adding any more details that could further incriminate me.
Yes, I agree.
I don't agree so easily. You agreeing does not send a good signal.
Hey, I gotta say before we start everything, your place. I really love what you did to the place. It's really you. How old are you? 60? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, you God. Am I allowed to say? I can't say that. I don't think I can say that.
It's okay. It's okay. Okay, so what have you been up to lately? Like, tell us more about yourself.
My guy, you can at least look at me. You don't need to keep looking at the PC.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I'm sorry.
No. Holy shit! I have nothing going on in my life
Really?
other than
Okay.
work and gym.
Let me give you guys, if you're okay with this. Paul is one of my friends is in a long distance relationship. I want to ask how does that work? Because they've been together for a while. For how many years? Like four or 5
Closing
years?
on 6 years.
6 years. Wow.
Yeah.
So that's really like you guys really love each other to last that long. So like how is it for you guys? Like how does it work for you guys? How do you make it work?
Okay, first of all, we agreed on.
This is a serious question, by
we
the way.
agreed
Yeah.
on a script that is about politics and lighter topics. I
Politics
was
is
not ready for this question at all.
Politics is not a light topic, so we can't do that now because we're gonna get canceled. But if you guys find out about my politics, no, just kidding. No, just kidding. But no, we have to introduce ourselves because to the
Right,
people.
right.
So like the current situation we're in, where we are at our lives right now. So there, I'll tell you mine after you tell me.
Okay. Um, so I'd say it works mostly because both of us are quite career oriented.
Yeah.
We're both quite independent.
Yeah.
Honestly, she's the most independent person I've ever met.
Oh yeah. I can see
The
that. I can
least
see that. Yeah.
clingiest person ever. Does
can see that
everything
too.
at her own pace,
Yeah.
at her own direction.
Yeah, it's nice because you guys get to grow apart and
Yeah.
at the same time grow together. That's a
Yeah.
good thing, diba?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the growing part, she's a bit ahead than me, but
I mean, some people don't want to grow up too fast, diba? I mean, you don't want to, be an adult that fast, diba? So, I mean, to each his own, diba? So doing good. You're doing good. That's great, and you guys are doing good together, diba?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
So
yeah.
I generally visit. Well, she's based in Singapore.
Mm.
Uh,
Oh, that's why he ditched me, by the way, because he's always in Singapore. So you know what? We're gonna do this once a year because he's always in Singapore.
to be fair, I fly in just every other month.
I know.
It's like yeah, 6 months in the
Yeah, yeah.
year.
He's drug running Singapore, diba?
Stop! Oh, you could actually get killed
No,
for
no,
that
no.
shit,
Hey,
man.
Singapore government, it's a joke, ah. It's a joke.
What about you? What about you? How did you and
So let's
Murray
move to
meet?
politics now.
You jerk. Mary,
Okay.
you're gonna watch this, right? So
And she's right. She's here right now, but she doesn't want to watch because I might not be naughty like I am right now. So yeah, fast forward because me and Marie met 2014. Marie is my wife who used to be Paul's colleague in Lazada.
right,
So they used to work together. I met Paul through her in a, was it a dinner or a party? I don't remember.
most likely a party.
But this is what I can say. Like I always tell Marie, because she's worked in three different places right now. I'm not gonna name which companies, but Lazada is the one I named, which is the middle of where she used to work, where she were used to work her besides her current one right now. Um, those are the favorite people I've met during her entire work tenure. Like I mean, in the three companies she's worked in, because not to like talk shit about the others, but you guys are my like I like we could be friends even if I didn't meet her. Like
All
you
right.
guys are like family.
So you're just
So
taking Mireille out of the equation
no no
again.
no no no. All the credit to her, but you guys are some of my favorite people. I must say, yeah. So yeah, fast forward. We're married now. Like we all still see each other. A lot of our friends are like actually working abroad now. A lot of them have moved to different countries like Singapore, Vietnam. Shout out to Christina, my favorite lesbian. Um, yeah. So uh, we're all at different points of our life now. Some of the ones that are here in Manila are still, but none of us like work. None of them work together anymore. But they all have different careers now. But it's nice that we get to see each other every now and
Right.
then. Yeah. So yeah, we're married. We've been married. We're married for like almost 3 years already. So it's good. It's good. So I'm waiting for Paul to get in that wagon. So Amber, you better say yes. I'm just kidding.
I
Cut
mean,
that.
you're
Cut
not
that.
kidding. You
Okay, cut
shouldn't be kidding.
that.
This puts you in a very precarious spot.
You can cut that again. Okay, keep. You can keep cutting this
There's
until maybe
very little
five.
left in this video.
Okay, so
Wait,
um,
wait, wait. No, 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 no. How did you meet?
we met through.
I realize I've never actually asked you
Oh,
this,
you never
and
did.
I've
Oh,
never
okay.
asked Marie this.
Okay, this is funny because when we first met, sorry, we were both seeing different people at that time. And then it's funny because one of her close friends is one of my best friends. So we were in a plane to Boracay, and then I didn't know she was in the same plane, and we were staying in the same hotel, and we rode the same van to the hotel. So I recognized her, so I asked my best friend, "Hey, is this your friend? Like she's been saying your name and all that. She looks familiar." So she introduced us. Like we were in the room we're like neighbors. Like my room was right beside hers, so we started talking. My friend introduced us. I started flirting with her after that because the person I was seeing at the time, well, we weren't seeing each other anymore, so I could say I was single at the time. Then, before that, um,
That's a very handy term. I could say I was single at the time.
I was single. I was single.
You were single. That's a good clarificatory point. Okay, okay, okay.
Okay, so yeah, we talked in Baraka. We started talking there. I started flirting with her through Twitter DMs. Um, and then I found out we were gonna be in London at the same time. So I was like, oh, let's meet up. Like, I mean, it's perfect. Let's meet up.
Right,
Let's have a date.
right,
And then yeah, we met up in London. We had a date. It was really nice. She liked my humor. Like she thought it was really funny. I showed her my dark humor. She liked it. She liked it. So I
right
was
off the
like, oh,
bat.
for me that's the most attractive thing about a girl. Eh. Like
Right,
if she laughs at your humor effortlessly. Like you can see that she's not pretending that she finds it
right,
funny.
right.
So when I saw that, I was like, wow, this. And the way she can carry conversations, very, I don't know, it's something very alluring about her. So yeah, we started seeing each other after that. Then fast forward, she's now my wife. So we've been
Right.
together for like almost 10 years. Yeah.
Um, you earned a lot of brownie points just now.
Like what?
Oh, we're going to a wedding
Oh yeah, we're going to a wedding
soon.
2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
Shout out to Marge and Brendan. Like, congratulations, you guys. Yeah,
Congratulations.
congratulations. You guys have been, you've been together for a while. How long have they been together?
Thank you for putting me on the spot. I have no idea.
This guy's hosting, by the way, so he has to know.
I'm assuming 2 years, 3 years,
3 years. Yeah,
2 years.
3 years. Just say when you're in the wedding, just say, oh, they've been together for around 2 to 3 years.
They've been together the right amount.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. They got to know each other like in a good enough time.
yeah.
So we're happy for them. See you guys next week. We're really stoked to be in that wedding. Happy for you guys. We can't wait for you guys to
Yeah.
get married. Yeah.
No, because the reason I mentioned it is because Brendan's from Brooklyn.
He is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So they have a similar like setup with you guys, but
Yeah,
that's really far.
for the first part of it,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 That was very cute.
Yeah.
But I've always wanted to, and I guess the wedding will present the opportunity to ask him like how he feels about everything that's been happening in the U.S.
Oh my
in
God.
the last
Yeah.
what 6 7 days.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Oh, I'll be honest with you. I was kind of for not. I can't vote. I mean, I'm not a U.S.
Right,
citizen or anything, but I kind of liked what the Trump campaign was messaging from the start, because
right,
they
right.
were,
Yeah,
yeah. Because I don't know. For the past 4 years, I feel like the people that identify with the other side are more like, are like, they're more for censorship and all that.
right.
So there's not really much freedom of speech. So I think Trump's campaign really brought out the frustrations of the
Yeah,
American people. So I get why he won.
yeah,
But as you can see right now, you can see that that's not really why he wanted to run. He wanted
right,
to run for selfish reasons, if I may say. Like for example, it looks like he's selling his soul to Russia. How do you feel about that? Like,
right.
I don't know, like I'm not really that, sorry, I'm speaking on what I've seen, so I don't really know much about it, but this is what everything I've been reading. So
Yeah,
I can see that it looks like he's cozying up to Russia.
yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I know. So, well, before we say anything further, let it be known that we are the two least qualified people to comment
Exactly.
on
Exactly, yeah.
politics of any form.
We're idiots. We're idiots in this regard.
But
So you can take that with a grain of salt na lang, everything we say here. Yeah.
yeah, a lot of salt.
Yeah, yeah, like Salt Bay, ganun, ganun, yeah.
So, what's the reason why it's close to home for both Santi and myself is
Yeah.
that we have quite a handful of relatives
Mm-hmm.
who actually live in the States,
Yeah.
a number of friends who've decided to make a living there as
Mm-hmm.
well.
Yeah.
Um, so obviously, all of the policies that Trump will enact will affect them quite a bit.
Yeah. That's true.
But to your point, right? Like the whole people getting sick of the right or of the left or
Yeah.
even the far left.
Mm-hmm.
There's this theory of the pendulum theory, right? Like
Yeah.
it always swings from one
Exactly.
side of
Yeah.
to the
Because
other. Like
yeah.
people were craving for stability right before Biden,
Yeah.
and then Biden came in. It was hella stable, but
Yeah.
you know,
It was at
it's,
one point boring. Like it was like,
oh
it's
yeah,
so boring that it's so good.
yeah.
Because when it's not controversial and it's not like all over the place, that means the guy's running a really good, like,
Yeah,
he's doing well. He's doing well.
yeah.
And then for some
But it also
reason,
got to a point where they were pandering to the far
yes,
left,
yes.
right?
I
Like
think they
all this
were,
DEI shit,
yeah, they were yeah, exactly. Like,
extreme DEI,
oh
by
yeah,
the way,
actually,
not DEI.
like, okay, we just want to make it clear, we're not against like hiring people of color, people of like the other genders or whatever. I mean,
That's not
that's
even
always,
something
it's not, yeah. I
we
mean,
consider. I mean, that's not something we bother talking
we
about
can't really
here.
apply it here in the Philippines,
Yeah,
but since the US really affects a lot of us Filipinos, like
right,
culture wise. For me, it's more of like, it's okay to, it's of course like everyone should be included, but it should be based on how good you are, how qualified you are as a
right,
person, right? So it doesn't mean just because, like for example, I'm a Filipino guy and there's like a quota for Filipino guys to be hired in this company, I should be hired. What
right.
if I don't know what I'm doing, right? So it's like it's a knife in the heart to the company, diba? Like I don't really know what I'm doing, and then they're hiring me just because there's a quota. I
Right.
don't really believe in that. I believe in like hiring the people that are best fitted for your company, no matter what race or what gender, whatever.
Right.
Like that's good. I'm good with that. Just both of us are good
Oh,
with
yeah.
that. I mean, are you?
What? No, I was gonna say. I was gonna say. I imagine the because I imagine the principle behind the quotas
Yeah.
were well founded at the beginning,
Yeah.
right? Because there are systemic disadvantages,
Yes, of course.
obviously,
Yeah.
but it's turned into, as with all of these well-intentioned movements,
Yes.
it's mutated
Yeah.
into this whole thing that people started gaming,
Yeah. They've been weaponizing it a lot. Also,
weaponizing
they've
it.
been
Yeah,
weaponizing it a lot.
yeah. Weaponized cancellation was
I'm not a fan of cancel culture. Like,
I
for example, like it's okay. Like if I mean, not in all aspects, but if you're just gonna cancel someone, just for example, it doesn't affect it doesn't affect the owners, even the employees.
right.
So you're like it's like you're disrupting everyone's like everyone who works there
Yeah,
their jobs, diba? Like for example, a restaurant just made a mistake, like one of the servers made a mistake. I get that you're frustrated, you air it online and all
right,
that, and then you want people to know about what this restaurant is doing. That's wrong, but I don't like the fact that you boycott. I think because there's always room for improvement. I
right,
mean, if you're not here to improve as a person, what are we here for, right?
right,
Right? Like
right,
I mean, everyone should be given a chance to improve. If the place is not improving, the person is not improving, then that's when you see
right,
that they're a piece of shit, right?
right. Yeah,
So it's not. I'm not for that cancellation, like that ultimate cancellation from the start. That I'm not for that.
yeah.
Yeah,
Just
right.
completely dismissing the possibility of someone be getting
Yeah,
better.
learning from their
Right.
mistakes. Like
An even worse version of that is when I think the one I abhor the most is when people dig up
oh, the old stuff.
like decades
Yeah.
old
Oh my
tweets
God.
to
Yeah.
prove a point.
Yeah.
But you're proving a point against a person from 10 years ago,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I know. I know. I mean, there are a lot of stuff that we could say before that we can't say now,
Oh, yeah.
right? Like the R word, the F word, and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, I could say it, but no, no. But we can't say that anymore right now, diba?
Right.
But before when we were it was like 10 years ago, it was not. I mean, it wasn't okay to say, but it's not like you're
We were
gonna.
ill-informed
Yeah, you were
about,
not. Yeah, you
yeah,
weren't like you weren't told that time. Oh, you can't say that, right?
yeah,
So we ended up saying it,
yeah,
and then like you can't like dig up someone's like past from like how long ago and then say, oh,
right,
you're bad, you're a shit person for saying this. Like, what if I've improved, right? Diba?
right,
Like now I don't say it anymore, and then I don't know. I'm so
yeah.
passionate about this. I can keep going, but let's be mild today.
Yeah, okay, okay, okay. Speaking of the you mentioned that, for example, when you cancel something, you're not realizing that you're affecting all of these people.
Yeah,
I think we're seeing the same thing now with going back to
yeah,
the whole Trump presidency, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
The whole tariff thing,
Oh my god,
the in
I
and
don't agree with
out,
that. Yeah, I don't agree with that.
yes or no.
Yeah, I don't.
Apparently, there's this thing called in the startup and capital ventures
Yes.
circles.
Mm-hmm.
There's this thing called the 72-hour test.
Mm.
So whatever Trump says, give it 72 hours before you decide on it.
Yeah, yeah,
Because, dear lordy,
yeah.
everything changes so quickly.
I
But
know.
sorry, my ADHD is struggling.
Go ahead.
Um, so the it affecting several people unforeseen. For
Yeah.
example, like this whole tariff uncertainty, right?
Mm-hmm.
The automobile industry is so intertwined
Yeah.
with like Canada, Mexico. Like you can't produce one thing.
Without the other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you
Like
need different components from different
yeah.
countries, diba?
Yeah.
Like for example, I mean, well, except China. Everything is I mean, you know that saying, God made man, the rest of the world is made in
Made
China.
China.
But yeah, it's like driving together and
Right.
getting the best out of whatever each country can
Right.
provide, diba? That's why I don't it's hard. Like what he's doing is really messed up. Like and he's basically bullying his biggest ally, Canada.
Yeah.
Like, what are you like? Are you trying to be Putin to Ukraine? Like, I don't know. I don't agree with that.
But
Like,
but going back to how it's affecting people, right? Like the unforeseen, rather, I guess everyone else has seen it, like economists, business owners, but I guess except the administration there,
yeah.
is how much of an impact it would have on operations,
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
for for example, a car manufacturer to change their whole sourcing plan, logistics, that takes minimum what, 4 or 5 years?
Yeah, yeah.
And then you're
And then
doing all these changes overnight.
you're gonna overhaul it. Like you can't do that in a
Yeah,
week or not even a
yeah.
month. You can't do that,
And then
diba?
your costs go up
Yeah,
because of these tariffs. You have to absorb the costs on the onset,
yeah,
which means you have to fire people.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So the common man gets hit, but we're not Americans, but
Yeah,
we've seen the same thing here though.
yeah.
Like,
I mean, little by little, like most of their values are being applied here to the Philippines.
yeah,
But I still believe that we're a very, very conservative country. Actually, I think we're too conservative. Like, there's some
and
stuff
and
that
and in what sense?
like divorce. Divorce is not accessible here.
Right.
I
The
mean,
only
you know why? I don't know.
divorce illegal country.
I can only speak for myself, but I think it's because these politicians who have like wives, but they have like these uh kabits. Kabits are like
Mistresses.
mistresses or
Yeah.
or like even the female ones. They don't want to they don't want to let go of their wives but still have these relationships, and
Right.
they're also pandering to the well, I can't really say it that way, but you know what I'm trying to say, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
the lobbyists, let's just say
The
the lobbyists, yeah, they
lobbyists.
don't want to upset the lobbyists. That's why it's not being passed here.
Right.
We're passing stupid laws like taxing Netflix and all that. Like, my God, like what else?
Was
So,
that was the RH bill um pushed by Ontiveros?
I think it was. Yeah. I think she's one of the principal authors, and then a lot of the progressives here in the Philippines are really pushing. I think all of them are
Right.
pushing for it.
Honestly, the one of the very few people that I actually admire
It's her.
is
Yeah, she
Ontiveros.
is. I hope that one day she could,
Yeah.
she could be president because she's not too. She's left, but she's not like too left.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's not too left, and she just wants people to succeed and have a
Right.
meaningful life.
Right.
Because right now, like for example, our fellow Filipinos, the because I work in the construction industry.
Hmm.
Like for example, they live paycheck to paycheck, and then they don't even have like the basic human needs like insurance, health
Right.
insurance.
Right.
When they get struck with illnesses, they don't really know what to do now. Like for example, they're still like 50 something, they're still able to work,
Right.
but companies won't accept them anymore because they have illnesses. They can't naman like rely on the government to subsidize their needs
Right.
because it's not gonna be enough for them.
Or no,
So
for your company,
yeah.
like, are you doing a few things differently
Yeah,
for?
like we make sure that they're all paid above minimum, and we all make sure that even like especially the ones that have been with us for a long time, we make sure that they're well taken care of beyond their years of service to us. So I'm not in any way like I'm not even gonna tell you what company I'm with, but those are our practices because we feel bad for these people. Diba?
Right.
Yeah,
But it's coming. I'd say it's coming less from pity, but more from, because it's the ethical
example.
thing.
Yeah. It's like basic human decency.
Yeah.
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 Basic human decency. I'm sure you guys also like where you work, you guys it seems like a very, very like a very progressive
Oh
company.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'd like to think we are quite progressive
Yeah.
in our startup.
Yeah.
So I work in fintech.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm also, I'd say I've started to learn to be more and more humanist in my approach to dealing with people.
Yeah. What were
Um,
you like before, if I may ask? Were you more of like iron fisted, I want results and all that?
I was an iron fister.
Oh,
But
that's
no, I was
but
not.
you know
I
what?
was not. I was not. I was not.
Oh,
But
okay, okay.
um, but I was very how do I put it? because I started out as an individual contributor, right? Like
Mm,
I've always done everything at my
yeah,
pace. I've always seen everyone as a competitor,
yeah.
as a rival. I
Mm,
need to do better. I need to be the smartest guy in the room.
yes, yes.
But
Now you're a
I
team player. Team
as
player.
no, I still hate playing in teams. But as I've matured, I've learned that you're only ever as good as the people next to you,
Exactly. Yeah.
and even more so with the people that you work with, the people you look after,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like you look after the people you work with, if they look after you, like it just
Vice
works,
versa.
right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
But uh,
Mm.
I guess it's on a different. I wouldn't say scale, but in a different context, the startup or the tech scene is actually very prone to just taking advantage of how poorly paid
Yeah.
like certain sectors are,
Mm-hmm.
certain profiles are, just based off of your school.
Yeah.
So we try to fight against that. Like
That's good. Yeah.
we're quite diverse in
Yeah.
that sense.
That word, I mean, that word sometimes it's like it's a good word, but sometimes it's annoying. It's a good word. It's a good word.
You know
The
those
meaning is good, but it's been like used in such like I don't know, man.
you know
Hey guys, by
that's
the way, that's what you call progress. That's like self progress, self improvement. He was not a team player, and he's even worse now. He's a great guy, guys. I suggest working for him. He's a great guy.
I suggest getting your house built by Sandy as well.
We're glazing each other up.
We're just layering it up.
You can watch the OnlyFans video after this. So that's good. I mean, speaking of, you're in fintech now, right? So what do you feel about AI? Like, do you think it's gonna take over? Like, I can see like, for example, there was a couple of years ago or like last year, there was a talk about it's gonna affect a lot of people though, like AI taking over the call center agencies.
Right.
So I'm sure you guys are connected to a couple of call centers because how is that gonna work? Like, is it gonna work here in the Philippines?
Well, I'd say okay. The reason why I was also quite curious as to how the Trump presidency would look like
Yeah.
a few months ago when the elections were ongoing was his stance on regulation around AI.
Yeah.
Specifically, I was more excited about the prospect of it being deregulated
Oh.
because I still
Yeah.
feel that people are overly cautious
Yeah.
about the prospects of AI.
Yeah.
This whole
So in short, you're for it.
doom conspiracy, this whole doom mindset of it's just going to wreck everything.
Oh yeah.
A lot of places are very far from that.
Yeah.
I guess unless you live in, let's say, Palo Alto, right, where you
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
AI everywhere.
Everywhere. Yes.
Like 90% of places
Yeah.
are still learning how to work with
Yeah.
it.
Like no
And
manpower, just AI,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
and AI is like such a broad umbrella term.
Yeah.
Like, and people, myself included, still have a very poor understanding of just
Same.
the
Same
limits
here.
of it.
Especially me. Yeah.
Um, but personally, like LLMs have been very useful in my job.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to replace jobs.
Yeah.
I think it's going to multiply what you can do.
Yes.
Um, it fights, but it also forces you to not stagnate in
Yeah.
your skills
Yeah.
development.
Yeah.
Granted, there are varying degrees of risk as to the replaceability. If you're doing a very clerical job and you've never expanded your skill set beyond clerical, like logging numbers
Yeah.
or calling in
Yeah.
out, um, they will be more replaceable than someone who, let's say, builds strategy or um, on that note, like the how good your EQ is,
Yeah.
how good you are at playing, or rather dealing with people,
Yeah.
is more important now than ever.
Yeah. Yeah. But don't you think that's gonna be beneficial to companies who hire, like, instead of like hiring people who have, I think one thing about people now is their demands compared to people from like the 1970s, 1980s, their demands are way higher now.
Right.
So for the companies, it's beneficial to them.
Oh yeah,
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 like
for sure.
it's not like if I was a business owner, if I had the chance to like just get AI tech stability, isn't that more, like
Yeah.
what did you choose
Um,
that?
I mean, even on a personal level, like as a personal anecdote,
Yeah,
I I've been able to do 10, 15 times more things
yeah.
in a week than I've ever done in the last 10 years working.
Oh, really?
It really is such a multiplier. Like the things that will take me, let's say, 2 hours of deep work time to just produce, build, I get it done in 5, 10 minutes.
Wow.
Um, and it covers even the smallest things like
Yeah,
notes taking,
yeah,
minutes. Just it cuts the decision making
yeah,
process.
it does. I have a lot of friends who like have these small businesses and like for example they want to post like for example Instagram. They use AI to make a caption.
Oh yeah,
And it's like I guess you don't copy paste the entire thing, you
yeah,
just reword some of it.
yeah,
But it's really really helpful.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Imagine like paying just like how much just to get and you're gonna save so much time.
yeah,
You don't need to hire like a social media manager and all
yeah.
that. You can do it yourself, diba?
Yes, as a business owner, yes, as an individual contributor, you are becoming more efficient with your time. Business
Yeah.
owner, you're becoming more efficient with your OPEX.
Yeah, yeah.
But on the other side of that spectrum is as, let's say, a freelancer,
Yeah.
or let's say um a more replaceable uh discipline,
Yeah.
you're losing out on all of these opportunities too.
Yeah.
But to be fair, like there are also a lot of holy shit, like for example, consulting,
Yeah.
they are hell overpriced.
I know.
Like
Super actually.
it's
Super.
stupid. It's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
It's insane. Like
Yeah.
I think I
No,
forget which state it was. Like they
yeah.
paid I think 400,000 US for
For a consulting firm.
to to decide whether or not they should do something with trash bins in their
Oh
city.
my God, are you serious? $400,000?
I could be understating
Oh
it
my
even. I think
God,
it was 4 million or 400,000. I can't remember.
4 million
Yeah.
for just to tell them what to do with.
Yep. Yeah. I can't remember if
Wow.
it was. I can't remember, but it was one of the
Oh
states.
my God.
It's absurd.
Can you imagine how much PS5s that is? 4 million. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Right now it's a slippery slope. Like, um, do you still use X right now, or well, Twitter, but yeah, X. It's a
I I have not used X in years.
yeah.
I've actually gone back
Oh, really?
recently. Yeah.
So they have this new feature now. It's called Grok.
Oh
So
yeah,
you can
yeah,
ask. It's like
yeah.
basically like your ex assistant. You can ask like
Right,
Grok what happened. For example, someone posted a tweet without context. You can ask Grok what context. What's the context here, and they'd answer in a very very like very specific
right.
manner. Like, wow, this is actually good.
If
Like I don't like Elon Musk. I'm sorry, Elon Musk fans, but he's actually doing that's actually a good thing. Like
right,
he's even fact checking more than Facebook
right,
because the community notes.
right,
That's the only. I mean, in Facebook, I mean, I'm sure you know Facebook has the most fake news, right?
yeah,
Like that's how a lot of these presidents won because of fake news. But he's the only one. X is the only app that has community notes to check if what someone said was a fact or fiction or
right.
yeah, diba? So I admire that at least.
I think if you like that, I think you'd like Perplexity.
Yeah.
It's a wrapper, an AI wrapper that works with GPT.
Hmm.
But essentially it excels in just um giving you full context of whatever you ask. Like
Oh.
for example, like what's the deal with tariffs? What
Yeah.
are its implications? Like
Yeah. Yeah.
it's very good.
Oh, that's
It's
it.
quite
That's
good.
good. Yeah. So it's more informative.
Yeah,
More
yeah.
informative. Yeah. That would have been so
They've
useful in
also even
college.
started working with I think they've started working with DeepSeek too.
DeepSeek is DeepSeek the Chinese one?
Yeah.
Aren't they banning that in the US right now?
I I heard they did. I'm
Oh,
not sure
they
if they're
are.
pushing through with it, but
Oh, okay. Did you
um
see China's
but
also imposing tariffs in the on
yep,
Canada? Like
yep,
100% tariffs.
yep.
That's insane. I don't even know like if Chinese
I
people get like Canadian goods. Do
Tim
they?
Tim Hortons, man.
Oh, Tim
I
Hortons.
don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Putin.
Putin.
Oh, this 100% tariffs on Putin. Oh my God. Let's move to lighter topics now. Like, um, what do you what so you cook, right? You
Yeah.
cook. Like, how like what why do you like cooking? Like, I want to know why. Because you're really a good cook. Like,
Thank you.
yeah, I gotta say, like, so Paul has, every time we go through to his house, he's really slow at cooking. I just to be honest, but it's really good. It's really good. Like, he makes like a regular steak taste like a restaurant type. I don't know how you do it. How do you perfected it? Even the mashed potatoes that you make.
Right.
I gotta say, man, making potatoes are one of the hardest things that I've done, and you just do it so well. How do you
Thank
do
you.
it? How do you
Thank
do
you.
it?
Um, OCD. So it's
Oh,
it's a
you have OCD. That's why.
a lot of practice. But also I never stray from the once I find a perfect mix, I never stray from it.
So you don't, you're just consistent with what you think is perfect for
Yeah,
you.
yeah. I'm honestly the
That's good.
least
Yeah.
creative cook
I
you'd
wouldn't
find.
say that. I wouldn't say that. I mean,
But
it's
I've also burnt a lot of steaks.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
during COVID, I
yeah.
went nuts just trying
So you
to.
started cooking during COVID.
Yeah, yeah.
So you moved here during COVID, right? Or before?
I moved here. I mean, in this
Yeah,
area,
yeah.
a year after COVID.
Oh, for context, Paul is not here from he's not from Manila. He's from Cebu. So he's actually like
What? No, dude. I've lived in Manila since '97.
no, but aren't you, like, your family's in Cebu, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So he's Cebuano. So yeah, he likes Manila more.
It's,
But
you,
yeah,
I'm gonna
cut.
get so much shit from back home.
You better cut that. You better cut. Okay,
But
so
yeah,
are you a big Marvel guy or no? Or
up until
anime?
Infinity War,
So you
up
ended with,
until Endgame.
so that's the, you didn't really watch the ones recently.
It's gotten so hard to keep track of. I'd say the
Um,
only thing I've actually enjoyed after
yeah.
Endgame was Guardians of the Galaxy
Oh
3.
yeah, yeah. It
Like
was the best for
the
me. Yeah.
rocket focused one.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Holy
It's
shit.
actually, it actually was very emotional for me.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
I have never cried in a Marvel movie
Exactly. Like, for
before that.
the pets, like, I mean, some people deserve to be, deserve to
Pets.
be. No, 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 not pets. Sorry. Some people deserve to be punished and all for being bad people, but pets, like, I can't imagine doing bad things to an animal that's, just being an animal, right?
Right.
So yeah, but I also
And
stopped.
I fully believe that because
Yeah,
you're an absolute dog lover.
and not just dogs. I also like cats and all, but we can't have them at home because,
Santi
my
has the most adorable bully.
yeah, he's a
Holy.
horn dog also. So if you want to get your dog pregnant, like, you can bring him to my house and all that. I don't condone that, but if
You don't condone breeding?
but yeah, yeah. So I also like reptiles. I don't know if you know that. I also have like a couple of turtles and stuff. Yeah, they're like really good de-stressors. So that's why I love animals. Because my grandfather was a big animal lover. Like, he had like racing pigeons.
Oh
He had
shit.
a farm of chickens. He had like fish, discos and all that. So I grew up around that setting. That's why I really wanted to keep, like, I wanted to have as much pets as I could. Like, at one point, I had a crocodile before. I mean, it's illegal. Sorry, it was illegal. I had a crocodile before. I had to give it up to a friend who could take care of it properly because he had a farm,
Right.
because it was getting too big. So
Right.
the name of the crocodile was Natasha. It was sorry, there was spit. Sorry, sorry. It was still Natasha. It was actually it was not, it didn't, like, it never tried to bite me.
Right.
And I got it. It was like couple of inches long now, and then when it grew to like 3 feet, it started like becoming savage and all that. So I was like, oh shit, I can't imagine if I had like a fucking 8 foot crocodile in my house. I think my parents would kick me out. So we had to.
That's your concern? You have an 8 foot crocodile, your concern is your parents
Also
kicking
getting
you out?
bitten.
I think getting bitten is the least of your concerns.
I had a funny story. Yeah. So when she was actually, she did bite once when she was a baby. Um, one of my house boys, his name was Joseph. He passed away like a couple years ago. So rest in peace. Um, he was cleaning the enclosure of Natasha, and then it accidentally bit him because his hand smelled like food. So it probably thought that he was holding food. So he got it was his hand was like cut open, diba? So the blood was gushing out. So I have to bring him to the clinic, to like an animal bite center. And they're gonna ask me like, "Sir, what bit your no? Well, it doesn't look like a dog." Am I gonna say crocodile?
No, you could have said it was you. Come on, just
so
take one for your
so
crocodile, man.
so we, so we were like, no, no, no. It was just like a cat na lang ganun. So, okay, so they were like, cat, oh, cat tapos ang talas ng ano. Like,
Ah,
okay, na hayaan mo na, sige. Let's just stitch it up and give him tetanus bites. I was like, okay. I don't think I can take care of this animal anymore, so yeah, I had to give it up. But yeah, like yeah, that's probably my wildest pet. Like I wanted a monkey at one point. So, but I don't think that's ever gonna happen because I found out
dude,
they're
come with me to Singapore one time.
oh,
There's
they're monkeys
so
there.
many.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't remember what type of monkeys they are, but
Macaque. It's a macaque. Sorry, it sounds wrong, but that's what it's called. Not my cock. It's macaque.
okay,
It's like it's
okay,
Macaque. Macaque. Yeah.
okay. So we'll go to Singapore. I'll show you macaque.
Yeah. Sexual harassment.
Wait, there's so many there, dude. Like,
Yeah,
you're just
yeah.
crossing the road. I mean, obviously in certain areas, like where because there are forests. Pretty much like 50% of that
Yeah, yeah,
country is
yeah.
like forests and parks. Honestly, that's one of the things I
I
love,
love Singapore.
like the Garden City of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Other than how expensive it is, like I just
It's
I
safe
love
though.
it. Oh
It's
yeah.
very safe. Like, where would you rather live, here or Singapore? Like,
If
honestly.
if I would, not I would, but when raise a family,
Yeah,
I'd love for them to
me in
grow up in
Singapore.
Singapore.
That's actually good. Yeah.
If in an urban setting,
Yeah,
right? But if I want them to have a fun childhood,
yeah.
I'd love for them to grow up here.
Here, yeah. That's a good.
It's
Yeah, that's a
no,
good.
nothing compares to like here
Yeah,
for just
yeah,
how warm people are, just
yeah,
how fun people are, the
yeah,
places are,
yeah, yeah,
all your options like your beaches, mountains.
yeah, yeah.
But we do lack infrastructure and parks.
We
Like
do, we do.
terrible.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Unless you live in certain areas.
yeah,
But
like, I mean, where you live is actually a good location. Eh? Like, where
yeah,
I live is like, man, you get stuck we get stuck in traffic like 4 hours a day.
yeah.
Imagine how much time, like, how much you could, if you got that time back, I could probably be like building a car right now with all that time, right? But yeah, like you're right, like Singapore, but Singapore education is top notch.
Oh
So
yeah,
if you had the choice to
100%.
like, if your kid would be given like a scholarship there, I mean that's a no-brainer for me, diba?
Right.
Yeah. I mean we have some good schools here, don't make no mistake, but I mean if you have a chance to make your child study in Singapore in
Right.
a private or public school. I
Uh,
heard both are
yeah.
good, yeah, but
Yeah.
private schools are very like there's a quota, you can't, not
Yeah.
everyone can get to, yeah.
There for some schools, for example, Raffles, both parents need to be actual residents, um,
Not citizens, just residents.
citizens.
Oh,
Yeah.
citizens. Okay.
Oh, I can't remember if it's PR minimum or
Yeah. Your girlfriend's
citizen.
a citizen, right?
PR.
PR.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but then you also need to be active in the community. Like you need to
Oh,
do volunteer work as a
that's good.
parent.
That's good.
Like
Yeah.
yeah, it shows your character.
Yeah. You know what I like about that? Because here in the Philippines, if you have money, you can do whatever you
Oh
want.
yeah, yeah,
And there's no more like you're a good person. You can't do that. You can't do that anymore here. Everything is based on money. Like you can be 16 years old and have money and enter a club that says only 18.
yeah,
Owns. That's kind of how messed up the system is here. But in Singapore, they follow the rules. Eh.
yeah,
I mean, it's like um it's like the complete opposite in a way. Like they're very very strict on their rules, but here they have rules here, but it's very bendable here.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like in Singapore, I mean, if you get caught with marijuana, you go to jail, right?
yeah.
Here, if you get caught with marijuana,
You get
you're
extorted
gonna get
first.
extorted for money, yeah, but you can still go on and smoke up your joint, diba? I
Yeah,
mean, for some people, that's a, that's, I mean, personally, I don't believe that going to smoking marijuana is warrant for going to jail.
Yeah.
But that's just me. So yeah, like I mean I admire Singapore for like sticking to their principles, to
Yeah.
their rules, but sometimes some people would find it um too boring.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Well,
I
not
mean, so I'm
boring, but it feels stifling. It feels
yes,
stifling.
yes. It's like there's I mean you just want to have you want to enjoy and all that, but yeah, I
Yeah.
mean I guess it makes up for it with all the with how clean the place is, with how
Oh yeah.
the government takes care of its citizens, right?
You can't
So
have one thing without sacrificing
yeah,
another.
yeah, yeah.
So.
So like your girlfriend, does your girlfriend like it here more or Singapore more?
Oh, she loves Singapore
Oh,
more.
of course, yeah.
Vacations. She loves coming here.
Because of the beaches.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because of the beaches,
yeah.
mountains.
She
Um.
looked like she was having so much fun in Boracay.
Oh.
Yeah, we were in Boracay for a wedding like a couple of weeks ago. Shout out Janine and Saul. That was the best wedding. Um, and his girlfriend was having so much fun. I could see, so I could see why she likes it. And
It
there
was
at
it
least,
was
yeah.
both our first times in Boracay.
Oh, it was your first time.
Yeah, I've never
He
been,
went
dude.
all out and he got a really nice room, guys. He brought a drone pa. You know what? We were trying to text him pa like, hey, you want to meet up? He's just replying to us. Well, I mean, I get it. I get naman why. Yeah. I can't believe it was your first time. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought you were more of a beach
We went,
guy.
we went, we went balls out, dude. Like we
Yeah.
even ordered champagne. Like,
Are you
right at the
serious,
beach.
bougie ass?
It was the one purchase I regret.
Oh, in the hotel.
Yeah,
That's overpriced,
it's
bro.
stupid.
It's like
It was
12K?
it's absurd.
Oh my
It's absurd.
God. What kind of champagne? Moet?
I think so. The green one.
Oh
I
my
don't know
God.
champagne, man. Like I don't drink
Oh my
champagne.
God. Well, lesson learned.
But yeah, because you could get the same bottle like from Boozy for what, 4K?
Dude, like they top it up like 300% in the hotel,
It's
if I'm
insane.
not mistaken. Yeah.
Well, to be
Well, I
fair,
mean,
I was making up for
yeah, you
like
you
lost
have you
time.
you've never been there. I mean, you want to go all out on your
Yeah,
first time, so I'm sure it's not gonna be your last time, diba?
yeah. So
So
I stayed home for a month after that.
yeah,
Then go out.
because of
And
the because of how much you spent.
I was feeling so guilty for
And
how much I balled
it's
out.
Boracay, not Singapore. He goes to Singapore all the time, but he spent more in Boracay, guys. That's how much he liked the place. So
It
yeah,
is gorgeous though.
it is. It is. It is. I would say it's much better now compared to before.
Yeah,
Because if
yeah.
you'd go before, like I don't know, 6, 7 years ago,
Oh
it's
yeah.
pretty dirty.
Because of the party scene, the
Yeah, yeah.
unregulated party
It
scene.
was too like I get that it's an island for like fun and all that, but
Yeah,
I think it was too like it was too
yeah.
unregulated na. Like they buti na lang that they took over and then they cleaned the place up. I'm sure they had their own agenda why they wanted to
Oh
do
yeah.
that, but for sure, um, at least they were able to clean it up. Diba?
Yeah, sila Christina, Miguel Manu are from there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, three of our friends have a they have a lot there, diba? A big lot there, if I'm not
They
mistaken.
were born there.
Oh
Yeah.
really? Oh, they vote there, right?
Yeah, they both
Oh
there.
yeah,
They're
yeah, yeah.
technically how do you call people from a clan? But yeah.
Aren't they also Visaya?
No. I
They're
don't
not
think so.
Visaya.
I don't think
Ah,
so.
okay, okay.
I think in the last 7, 8 years I've known Christina, I've not heard her speak of Bisaya at
She
Singapore.
doesn't, yeah. She's the most like konyo person. Even when she talks Tagalog, like she goes, Ate, putang ina. Putang ina, ate. You
Kuya.
ang gwapo-gwapo mo. Ganun. That's how she talks. She's like but yeah, she's one of the coolest people. I miss
The
her.
absolute
I can't
favorite,
wait to
dude.
see her on. You guys are like really close, right?
I I love Christina,
I
man.
like.
Like,
You should make her one of your like. If you get married, make her one of your groomsmen.
oh yeah,
That would be nice.
100%. No, no, that's the plan.
That would be
That's the
hella
plan.
cool. Yeah, that would be hella cool. Yeah.
Um, eh, I think one of the best places I've been to in the last year was Vietnam because of Christina.
Oh yeah, you went for her birthday,
Saigon.
right?
Yeah, for her
Yeah, yeah,
birthday.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it was nuts.
Ho Chi
Like
Minh, right?
it was the
Yeah,
most fun. I wouldn't call it a bender, but
yeah,
it was approaching a bender.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I was more tired. I've never been on a holiday where I was more tired during the
Well,
holiday
you
than
guys were
coming home.
partying every day.
It was
Every day. Didn't you like go
crazy.
to some island also, or
Oh, no, no,
just
no.
Ho Chi Minh?
Just Ho Chi Minh.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Just
So it
like
was you,
Amber,
yeah, I can
and
say Amber.
then her
Okay,
friends.
Amber, her friends,
Uh,
Miguel and Kat, Christina,
yeah,
and
yeah. It
so
was
yeah,
fun. It
yeah,
was fun.
it looked really fun. Like
We should plan. We should plan a trip.
yeah, 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 yeah. I went to Hanoi like a couple years ago. I enjoyed it, but it's very laid back.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I actually, if I it was for a vacation, I love Hanoi
yeah,
just because of how quiet it is.
yeah, yeah.
Except that one part where I saw a roasted dog.
Are
So
you
that was
serious?
I ran back home because I was
How did
so
it smell? How
I didn't go up to it. I was just
like
there.
you saw them like
No, no, no,
in
no.
the
It was
spit?
already cooked. Like to
Oh
be fair,
my
it
god.
looked like lechon. I thought it was lechon
Yeah,
at
yeah,
first from afar.
yeah.
So I walked up to it because I was like, "Oh shit, they have
Cuchinillo.
lechon here."
Yeah.
Like,
And
I didn't know we
it was a
shared that part of our
dog.
culture, but yeah,
Oh my
to be
god.
fair, it is a very small subset.
Yeah.
I just happened to walk into that subset when I was
Lucky
on
you.
vacation. It was nuts,
And
dude.
I know they also have places here that roast like
Oh yeah,
I'm not sure if it's in Baguio or something like that.
yeah,
Well, I've heard
yeah.
a lot of stuff
Even
about.
back home, Cebu,
Oh, they do.
like adobo,
Oh my god.
it's
Oh,
a thing.
adobo,
It's a
really.
thing.
Even cats, right?
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
maybe
I
not
don't know.
cats, but
Personally, I would never cook like. I think they're animals built for cooking, like pigs,
built
beef,
for
pigs,
cooking.
cows, like bred for cooking. Pigs, cows, chicken, goats, lamb. Yeah, but dogs and cats, like
Yeah.
not even rats. Like I don't like rats, but I would never like condone like cooking rats. Right?
Have you ever tried? You've tried frog.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Janil.
Yeah, Janille's favorite food. Janille, when I see you, I'm gonna get you some frog legs with salt and pepper. The best.
Um, roaches.
Oh my god, bro. I just cannot see myself like eating
Really?
something that you consider a pest, even if it's like a
No, no,
clean.
no, not the house roach. Those
Still, dude, it's the
Madagascar
same family.
roaches.
You've tried roaches before?
Thailand.
Are you
I've
serious?
tried Madagascar roaches.
Those are the big circular ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. How do they taste?
Um, it was so seasoned that I barely
Also, they.
tasted it.
Oh, okay, okay.
Scorpions.
Have you tried that
Yeah,
also? Is
I've
it
tried.
good? I heard it's good.
It was hella spicy though.
Which was it? The big one, the big black scorpion.
Yeah, the big black.
Oh yeah,
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 the BBS.
yeah. You get our humor is coming out like little by little. But yeah, I don't think I can ever eat a scorpion because I used to own one like a pet.
Oh,
It
dude, you're
died.
gonna love this.
Ah,
I've
shit.
eaten crocodile.
Oh, it's good. I heard it's. I've eaten it too. It's also good. It's also good.
Sisig,
Uh, it
crocodile sisig.
it tastes like it looks like chicken, but it tastes like pork.
Yeah,
Am
it's a
I
lot gamier than I
yeah,
expected.
and tough.
Yeah,
Tough,
yeah.
yeah,
It
yeah.
was. I tried it in Cagayan.
Yeah, I tried snake too. The python, yeah.
Yeah,
It's also pretty good, but the one thing I didn't enjoy at all was monitor lizard. It had
you can
a
eat those.
bayawa. It's called bayawak. You can,
I
you
thought they
can.
were controlled.
No, you can. Because there are different species that you can eat and you can. So you can eat
Oh,
the, but they're disgusting because they're well, there's a term for that. They're scavengers. They eat dead animals. So there's an
oh,
ugly taste to it.
yeah.
Unlike snakes, they only eat live, or crocodiles also they well sometimes they don't eat like live animals, but
Eh, eh,
you can see what an animal will taste like based on what it eats. So when I tasted the monitor lizard, I could there was like a it tasted some like spoiled something. It tasted like, but it's not spoiled, but that's what it tastes like.
Right,
That's why I
right.
really did not enjoy it. Yeah. So, yeah, that's probably the worst thing I've eaten ever. That. What's the worst thing you've ever eaten? Like
Monkey brain.
monkey brain?
It was
Where? Where would you? Where? Oh, your battery's running low.
my battery.
Yeah.
So,
So we might have to end it here, guys, but we're gonna have another episode during the wedding that we're gonna
yeah,
be in, and it's gonna be fun because you're gonna see the people we talked about, like
yeah.
my wife, Paul's girl. Oh, sorry, she's not gonna be there.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
she won't be
sorry,
there.
that's Of course, Marge and Brendan, the newlyweds, Christina, Janelle, the frog legs lover. So we're all
Okay,
gonna
we
be
don't
the
have to run through all the names now.
yeah, we're not gonna run through all of them. They're gonna be guesting here definitely in the
Yeah.
future. But yeah, so we want to wrap it up by thanking you for like willing to lose a little of your brain cells, but learning a lot. I mean, it was kind of informative in a way, right? I wouldn't say it's
Eh,
all
yeah, in a very
balanced.
relative way.
Yes.
We're using it in a way very loosely
Yeah.
here. But
Yeah. So if you want to see the unedited version, you can subscribe to our OnlyFans.
see you in the next
Thanks,
episode.
thank you guys. See you.